Hello everyone and welcome back to Angela's Craft Room. I have another fold for you. This is the single curtain fold and I've just used the Build-A-Bow punch to make my bow and put a single rimmed pearl, adhesive pearl in the middle and just followed it through with a nice sentiment from the Floral Phrases stamp set. So I have previously shown you how to do the double curtain fold. That's one, and this is the other one I did. Now you can see just how different of a look you can get just depending on what designer series paper you use. But we'll just get started, because we're going to do the single one today. So it is a bit easier. I have had to fiddle with the measurements a little bit to fit on my card. I have seen one other lady do it and her measurements excuse me, her measurements just weren't working for me at all. So we'll just get started. So to start with, you're going to need a piece of designer series paper, and we need to bring in a scoring tool. So your designer series paper, it measures 6 inches along and 3 inches at the top. So where we have to measure is we're going to score. The first score is going to be at 3/4, and then again at 1 inch, and then again at 1 3/4, and at 2 inches, and then at 2 3/4, and then at 3. Okay, so it's at 3/4, 1 inch, 1 3/4, 2 inch, 2 3/4, and 3 inch. Now you can see the score lines there. Now we're finished with that, and this designer series paper comes from one of the new packs by the shore, which was available from the 1st of June 2016. So I'm just bringing in my trimmer. Try and bring it down there so you can see what I do. Now what you need to do is we need the short side up on the top of your trimmer. Now this corner here needs to be lined up at the 1.5 inch mark, and then it's going to be hard for me to see on this. You might just make a bit of a fold on that last score so I can see where I've got to line it up. So once again, that corner needs to be up at the 1.5 inch, and then your last score line here, you're going to line it up in your cutting track. It's the very last score, and just make sure that top is at 1.5 and that last score is in the track there, and we're just going to cut that straight off. Okay, so that's going to make your curtain. So you'll need your bone folder. Now the very first score line, we're going to fold it like a mountain fold and give it a really good score. Now the second score line needs to go under. Okay, so like that. So you get that effect. You see that it's going to go under. Now the next one is going to come up like a mountain fold. Give it a really good score, and then you're going to bend back the second score, the next score line underneath that, so you can see how I'm getting that curtain fold. The next one, up like a mountain fold, and just give it a really good crease. You can see it coming together now. And then the last one, it goes underneath. I really love this. I'm just so addicted to this fold. I just love it. This is about the fourth one I've done, so I should have it down pat by now. So that's like that. So that now we need, I've got a piece of Very Vanilla, which was 8.5. Sorry, out of camera there. 8.5 long by 5.5 that way, and then score at 4.25, and just using your bone folder once again. Now this piece has to fit down this bottom here, and I've just, where I said this piece needs to be 6 inches, I'm just going to have to pull that back out again. It actually needs to be at 5 inches. That's where I saw the other person's measurements. It just wasn't working, and I needed it to be at 5.5 inches long, not 6. So just quickly cut that bit off. I was just wondering why it wasn't fitting on my card. So that's back like that. Then I have brought in as my top piece a piece of Dapper Denim, one of the new colours. And that measures 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. And I'm going to adhere this to the bottom of my card. Still think I just need a little teensy bit, for some reason I just need a little bit trimmed off there. Sorry about that. So bring that back in, and that's going to fit nicely. Now what you need to do is get your tear and tape, and on the wrong side we need to put some tear and tape over these folds so it keeps them in place. So you might not put as much on as I do, but I don't want them moving at all, especially once it's on the card. And just pressing down, grabbing my scissors. You can just tear this tear and tape, but I like to cut it. See, so I'm going to just press down so that that's holding those folds in place. Let's bring that to there. Now, just going to peel off this tear and tape. This tear and tape is very strong adhesive, and once it goes down you will not get it up, so you need to be sure that you're getting it. Now I just want a piece along there. And I think I just have one piece going down the center there. As I say, you might not put as much adhesive on as I have, but I don't want it moving, and I can see there's just one piece I haven't put, which is across. You've got to be careful, because I've pulled some off, you've got to be careful that it doesn't stick to that grid paper. It's happened to me the other day and I literally had to throw it away and start again. So I've got it on all sides. So I'm just going to pull that last bit off, this piece off here, and just this piece off here. Now we're ready to put it onto our piece of Dapper Denim. Now it's really important to line it up. Now just put it down on the edge. You can hear it, how strong it is sticking to my fingers. But see how there's no way that's going to move, and the fold, you're going to keep your folds there. Now I've got two pieces, but I'm going to use the reverse side of the Designer Series paper. Now they measure, if I remember correctly, they are just half an inch. They are just half an inch wide by 4 inches long, and I've got two of those, and I'm just going to use my snail for those. And I'm just going to line that up there, and just one more piece. I'm trying not to go out of camera for you, so I'm just going to put a piece at the top. So just line it up on my grid paper. Because once it's down like that. Then I've got a piece of this new ribbon, which I'm absolutely loving. Now it is the new natural trim, the gold natural trim. You can get it in silver, but it's just got that really nice fleck down through the center, and how I think it's 1/8. It's 1/8, I'm sure. 1/4, sorry, 1/4 of an inch in width, and it's just really easy to use. But I do, I've already put a piece of Terran tape on the back of it, so I just need to make a start with that. And I've cut the sides off very neatly, so it's just, I don't have nails, so it's just getting, always happens when you're on camera. Like any other time, it just comes, I can do it straight away. So I don't edit my videos, so you see the problems that I come across. See, it's just a little piece that I can just lift that corner. It's nearly there. Oh, wouldn't credit it. I've made 4 of these cards, one after another, and I haven't had this problem. That's what I get for cutting it off so neatly. There we go. So then we're going to bring that back in. And it's stuck to my grid paper. Oh dear. Then I'm just going to put that across the top, trying to snug it into that designer series paper. Pick it up before it sticks on the grid paper and just fold it over the back. I mean, if you use tear and tape, it's just not going to come off, and I just find that the snail just doesn't hold the ribbon down. Now, I've already tied a bow to go on there. So I'm just going, and I've put a little piece of tear and tape on the back. And then just puff up my bow a bit and just center it there. Now just puffing up whatever instrument you've got close by, just puff up those little bows, and you can just use it to push down where you've got your tear and tape. Right, then I think I'll just cut off a little bit of my ribbon. So we have we have that. So now we're going to stick that onto the front of our Very Vanilla card that we've made, just with some snail. Just on all sides. Just make sure you get right up in the corner there. Yeah, and make sure you go right over that ribbon that we've pulled off here, because we need that to stick. Now I like to use my grid paper, so, and I can see my battery's going to go flat, and I hope I can get this tutorial finished. So then you stick that down like that. Then we have another piece that goes inside the card that I've already stamped for the four things you do from the Floral Phrases stamp set. And I'm just going to stick that inside my card, and the tip is I would stamp my sentiment on there before adhering it to inside, and then if you have any smudges, you've got the chance to fix it. Okay, and then I just got a scrap piece of Very Vanilla and stamped a special note of thanks to you, and then some Dapper Denim, which I'm just going to stick that onto there. Try and get it in the center. And then I'm just going to put some dimensionals on the back of there. And I'm trying to work fast because I can see my battery, my camcorder is nearly going to run out on me. So if I can just get this done for you. And then I'm just going to center that into there, pushing down on my dimensionals, and there you have it, your single fold, your single curtain fold. So I really like this fold, and I hope that it will help you to try one for yourself. They are fun to make, but I do find them very addictive. I just like the looks of them. They're good as a congratulations card as well. I've done quite a few as congratulations card for my team members when they've reached a certain level. So thank you for spending some of your day with me today and putting up with a couple of mistakes I made during the tutorial. Just shows that I'm human. Okay, thank you ladies and gents, and I just hope you have a lovely rest of the day.